to Big Sean about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. He said, Doc, man, you need to make that. You need to trademark that, bro. I go, yeah,
Right.
I'll get around to it. So
You
recently,
got to take care of you too now, Dad. Don't be giving all
recently,
your gifts away.
right? So recently, I trademarked that. And as you
Yeah,
can see, I want to just show you the cover of the book and give you a
yeah,
little
yeah.
story
On-
behind that. So everybody knows that. Okay, so this is the cover of the book. I don't know if everybody can see that.
oh
Uh,
yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah,
hold on. Yeah,
you see
get
it?
down a little bit.
All
Let me
right,
pull it back.
it's live.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you
and
on Wi-Fi right now? Because it's a
no.
little pixelated. Oh, okay. Oh, there we.
Okay, can you see it?
Because we can't really see it that well, but we got the colors and the text of it.
Okay,
Yeah, I like that top part too. The top part
right,
of your
right.
book.
And this is
Yeah.
the Ankh.
Oh, that's that life, that Ankh,
The Ankh.
right?
And the thing
Yeah.
about the Ankh is, okay, what a lot of people may or may not know, it means life, but it means life spiritually. Now, the
Right.
top loop is the male part. The bottom uh, part is the male part. So, I'm sorry. The top part is the female part, and the bottom part is the top part is the male part. The bottom part is the female part, and the two arms will represent male child and female child. Okay, so uh, again, Ankh, when you break down the word Ankh, it means first water blood, which refers to the amniotic fluid that you live in before you actually come into the thing called birth. And the Ankh itself represents many different words. As a matter of fact, the Chinese have a saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words. I have a saying, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, then a symbol is worth 1,000 pictures. And the last time I checked, a
Right.
thousand
Right.
times 1,000 is 1 million. So this ancient symbol represents 1 billion words. The smartest man in the world has a vocabulary of about 62,500 words. So this is 1 million words. And if you break down the Ankh, A-N-K-H, it breaks down to, listen to this, people, it breaks down to A-N-D, and, it breaks down to E-N-D, and joins them together, in is presupposes the beginning and the middle, right? It also breaks
Yeah.
down to I-N-K, ink, okay? And what do humans do? We think. It also breaks down into ing. So every time you write a verb, you are writing, you are riding, you are throwing, you are loving, you are living. So ing, eng, English comes from the Ankh. The word ing was the name of a god in Africa that the English took to be their god in England, or so-called Great Britain. Okay.
Right.
If you look, the word ang comes from the Ankh. It is the most powerful symbol ever, 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 ever. And it means spiritual life. And the reason why people walked around in ancient Egypt called Kemet is they
Mm-hmm.
knew that depending upon how they lived their life here, they were going to a higher plane of existence, okay? And because they followed the laws and the rules of Ma'at, Ma'at was like living right, thinking right, doing the right thing. There were, Ma'at had, in the ancient Egyptian mystery systems, they had 42 negative confessions, which is where the Ten Commandments was based on. In the ancient time of Kemet, you couldn't think bad thoughts. You couldn't befoul the air. You couldn't befoul the water. There were 42 negative confessions, and people actually lived a more profound life, a more natural life, and
Mm-hmm.
we need to get back to that spiritual way of life. And yes, they had multiple gods, but there's God of air, God of water, God of fire, and to me that makes perfect sense. Along came some group of people, and they decided that at some point they would make things as a monotheism on everything, that something would fit. They would have a situation where one thing would fit all, and we know in life nothing fits all. That's why life is a series of biological variabilities. I mean, that is what experience teaches us, you know. And I'm not getting on
Right.
anyone's religious beliefs or whatnot, but I'm an extremely spiritual person. I have
Mm-hmm.
investigated many different religions, and I have no problem with people's beliefs. You know, I'm just a knowledge person. The one thing I
Yeah.
don't like about the word belief, it has the key word in there, lie. And I'll go to the
I
library
mean,
because by the time a book
yeah.
gets to the library, it's already out of date. That's why they call it the library, not the truthberry.
Right.
You know, and you know,
Right.
English
It
has a
never
way.
fails.
Well, English has a way of not being very precise. You know, that's one of the
Right.
words that I don't like. I don't like the word business because it has the word sin in there. I don't like the word contract because the key word in contract is con. Okay, if it's not written in my heart, it's not written. I go by
Exactly.
verbal agreements. There's a great book out called The Four
That is
Agreements.
crazy. I didn't think
And
about
one of the four agreements you need to make with yourself is always keep your word.
that.
Word is
Okay.
bond. The
Absolutely.
word is not bond. You see, if my word is not bond, my thinking is not bond, my actions are not bond. I
It's not
think
all
it,
connected.
I say it, I do it. Or I
Mm-hmm.
conceive it, I believe it, quote
Yep.
unquote,
And
then
then
I
I do it.
achieve it. Okay?
Let's hear it by doing. Yeah.
Yes. So that is extremely important. Knowledge is key. It's what you know.
Right.
I want to
That's why
say
I'm wondering.
something.
Did you when you had when you're doing the album, do you put that quote metaphysical term in there for the title? Because I
Yes.
got introduced to the divine metaphysics at the age of 12. My
Hmm.
dad was studying the divine metaphysics
Hmm.
in the 90s.
Hmm.
And I'm wondering, like, whoa, I know whew, he's bringing some knowledge theoretically into the word,
Well,
just like you put into your books.
it just came to me. I guess older people would say the word supernatural. I like the word metaphysical, as you know, meta always means change, you know. So,
Uh-huh.
and the one thing you can say about life, I can tell you this: the one constant thing about life is it changes. I want to go back to words for a minute because words are very important. I like what I call homophones. Like a homophone is words that sound alike, but are spelled different and have different meanings, such as pray and pray, Prey,
Mm,
Pray, or
yeah,
peace,
yeah.
Piece, or Peace. But my biggest challenge to people is the word no, because no, in a negative sense, stops everything, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
KNOW starts everything. So I rarely exercise the word NO. I
Uh-huh.
always emphasize the word KNOW. And if we break down KNOW, okay, it's
Right.
K, right? Now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's a beautiful word because
Yeah,
if
now
you're
I
in
know.
the know, you're in the now. If you're in the
Yeah,
now, you are most conscious. When you're most conscious, you're most human. We don't know what we're doing 10 minutes ago exactly. We won't know what we're doing 10 minutes from now, but you know,
right.
right here and now, we are living in the moment. Again, moment. You
Mm,
see?
yeah,
You see how
moment.
beautiful that is?
Moment.
You see how
Come
this
on, Dr.
word
Chill.
makes sense? Most people are like, what's he talking about? I'm talking about what is real, the spirituality of what is real. Okay, and it's extremely important. I also want to say during this crisis right now, this is what's getting me through. Okay, I wrote a song called I Am Not Afraid. I challenge each and every one of you to not be afraid. Be fearless, be dauntless. This is your life. You're the captain of your ship.
Absolutely.
Do your own due diligence. Don't believe anything you read or hear. Check it out for yourself. Okay? Because what's going on right now is going on forever. Somebody somewhere is pulling some strings and
Mm-hmm.
everybody's suffering because of the selfishness of a few people. I'm not saying that the virus is not real. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying this whole thing is a conspiracy against humanity. Okay? As a scientist, I have the opinion that this virus, this is my opinion,
Yeah.
against humanity, okay? Your whole existence, okay?
Yes.
Into your whole existence. It's very important. We need to have what we call the gestalt. We need to look at the whole picture. WHOLE. the whole picture, not not a photograph. Look at the movie, not a photograph. Photograph can be it can be deceiving. You want to see the whole
Yeah.
picture. You want to do your due diligence. You know, you study, ask questions,
Mhm.
look. You know, and don't look where things are obvious. Sometimes you have to look where things are not obvious. The reason why musicians get over because they're tricking you with the left hand while you're looking at the right hand. Look at both
Right,
hands.
right, right.
Look at both hands.
They're being magicians in this cat, right?
Right,
Being magicians in this.
right. Well, that's what's happening right now. They're trying to do some magic. Uh, you know, we must.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I'm like trying to like process everything because it's very interesting that you are talking about that spiritual sense. We got to get it together. That's the same conversation I'm having with my dad. And I'm like, whoa, this is all of us need to get together, right?
Oh,
And do as much as we can to
I
spread the
want to
word.
say, by the way, hi, Janae. How are you? I love you.
All right.
I love you. And
I started popping
and I know
in.
everybody loves the song "Surrender," and
Yeah,
see,
I was listening to that too today, man.
right, "Surrender" is so. You know, I'm so blessed to have beautiful daughters. I have 5 of them, from Marcia,
Yes.
my oldest, who's 50, to Miyoko, to Mila J, to Janae,
Yeah.
and to Karina. And I have 3 sons, 2 on earth, 1 in heaven. And I'm so
Yes.
blessed to have beautiful children. I just want to mention that when Janae was born, I told my wife, Christina, I said, Christina, we now have the next Jackson 5, and we're going to give them to the world. Tell me a parent that you know who has said,
Yeah.
we're going to give our kids to the world. And I did that. I put them in dance. I put them in singing. Uh, uh, my kids were in kids songs. They worked with Immature. Miyoko worked with Prince, Michael Jackson, Milton Berle, who's the father of TV. They worked with everybody. And, you know, we gave them the courage and the opportunity. They did the work. And as you
Okay.
see, and
Yeah,
as
it's
far as I'm
beautiful.
concerned, Janae has ushered in what I call a new genre called spiritual healing music. She is the
Mm-hmm.
best performer, the best example of spiritual healing music, bar none. Not putting anybody down. I'm just saying, if you listen to her lyrics, you listen to her
Yeah.
music, it, you know, she's drawing it from the abyss of the universe soul. I mean, she is in synchronicity. I wrote a song called "The Synchronicity of Synergy." That's what she has. It's the synchronicity of synergy,
That's beautiful.
which
God.
means similar timing with similar energy. When you're around people who have the synchronicity of
Yeah.
synergy, it's a beautiful situation. It's like
All together.
people would call it vibing well,
Mm-hmm.
vibrational, or they would call it vibrational resonance. You know, like if you take a tuning fork and you hit it, you go over to a piano, what you're not playing, and it'll resonate with one of those strings, depending upon the frequency of the tuning fork. So resonation is the thing. Energy is everything. Resonation is everything. So we need to resonate where we fit in. Okay.
Right.
And if
Yeah.
you resonate with people of similar energy all day long, you have a better day. All you have to do is be aware of that. You want the synchronicity of synergy. And wherever you find it, you make a habit of it. So every day you go to this place to eat, you go to that place to talk, hang out, you go to this place to see this person, you have this friend over here, that friend over there, and it works. You can make happiness a habit if you practice
Right.
it. And one of the keys is, I said, the synchronicity of synergy. You get with people with similar vibrations and you map out your whole day. And,
Right.
and if you run into people that don't have synchronicity of synergy, you just bow your head, thank you very much, and you just move on. Because maybe they
Yeah.
haven't
Keep it pushing.
resonated to that frequency yet, but they will. Okay? And I think living by example is the best thing, you know. I don't tell people, I just say, watch what I do. That's all. I don't have to say anything, just watch what I do. Because your
Yeah.
character will be revealed in your actions. Okay? So you have character, reputation, and there's one more. Oh, character, perception, and reputation. You can't do anything about reputation because that's what other people think. Ray is again, and Puta is thinking, and you can't do anything about people's perception. Okay, because a blind man, I'm not being funny, a blind man is going to perceive you differently than a sighted man. Okay, a man who's into hearing is going to perceive you differently than a man who's not into hearing. A man who's into feeling is going to perceive you differently than a man who's not into feeling, or woman. Okay, so again, you have to have the synchronicity of synergy. It's not too difficult. It's not that difficult. And by the way, I have a song called Synchronicity of Synergy. And if you listen to the words and the music, see. I want to talk about my other book, for example. I wrote a book for children called Fun with Words. And this is what it looks like, okay? I don't know if you can see that. It's called Fun with Words.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to say push it back just a little bit. Dad. Can you pull it back a little bit from the camera and then up a little bit?
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the quality of the internet is not that clear, but yeah, we see the book there. I see got some was it we got is it birds? What items are in the front?
Okay, so there's a cat and there's a guy riding a bike, there's a little dog, there's a house.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There's a car, and then there's me. And the whole thing about this book is what I did was I just took some very simple words, right?
Right.
So
what's the title of this book?
This is called Fun with Words by Dr. Chill. Okay?
Okay.
So let me give you as an example. So I took a word like in, right? So I took a word like in. And so I defined it. I said in is either an adverb, an adjective, it could be a preposition. Okay? And so what I did was I defined what word in was. So in is located inside, right? So I had fun with words. So the first word I wrote was basin. A basin is a catch-all in. Okay? A begin is a start in. A cabin is a home in. A chin is bottom of face in. A cousin got to be a blood-related in.
Right.
What about a den? A den is a noise in. And a fin, that's a fish arm in. And a gin, definitely an alcohol in.
Yeah.
Goblin is a scary in. And a mannequin is a plastic person in. So I took different words and I made fun of them. And when kids see this, it will help out their vocabulary. They'll have fun with words. They will learn to have fun. They will make up words. Like I said, I just took what I call root words. Like I took a word like eight, and then I defined the word eight, and then I defined what fate would be, and then I defined what skate would be. Right. So eight would be something that you eat. Well, and you don't understand numbers. It's because we've been taught to fear them. We haven't been taught the real beauty of them. Once you understand the real beauty of numbers, we understand the real meaning of language, which is to communicate, as opposed to, for instance, we were always taught about, spelling. Well, to me, as long as you spell phonetically, to me, that'd be okay. Because words, people don't understand. At one time, the word if was IFX. At one time.
Yeah, let's do it.
A lot of people don't understand that having a skin color does not make you black or white. As an example, Armenian, that's guaranteed to hurt older people. Okay?
Yeah.
It's guaranteed it's hurting not only older people, fear is real. And it messes with your immune system. I kept thinking of the word immunity. So I came up with this. I'm unity. Get it? I'm unity. I got my immunity because I'm unity. And so is everybody.
Come on now.
Everybody out there is, I am unity. And our immunity will give us the immunity that we need to fight against this made up manufactured disease, that's actually killing people, and to make my metaphysical wonderland. Thank you, Charisma Wenzel from Pennsylvania. Thank you for giving me that inspiration. I want everybody to repeat this mantra that will help you through this time. And the mantra is, I am not afraid to surrender to the drifting of quantum love. I am not afraid to surrender.
Not afraid. Surrender.
To.
And.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I messed up. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not afraid to surrender to the prayer of the Great Spirit while I am drifting with quantum love. One more time. I am not afraid to surrender to the prayer of the Great Spirit while I am drifting on quantum love. That gets me through every day. It also talks about my music. And the music, by the way, was given to me by the universe to give the message of peace and love. Okay? So I'm a messenger. The message is not important, my people. The message is important. Or as I say, the West